Hey, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you're raising your poultry? Let's start right from where you're getting your chicks right up, and we'll go right through how you're processing and where you're able to sell.
Sure. Yeah, so we get our chicks just the day after they're hatched. We pick them up from Meyer Hatchery, and we bring them into for the first few days, the chicks need a lot of extra attention because they're quite small. They can't regulate their body heat. So we keep them in what we call a brooder, which is a warm area up close to the house so we can keep an eye on them. After about 2 weeks in the brooder, we kind of gradually lower the temperature each day, and they're ready to come out onto pasture. Once they're out on pasture, we have these movable shelters that keep them safe from predators, give them some shade, but also keep them, moving on fresh grass. So we go out there, we hook up with the tractor or the pickup truck, and every other day we slide that whole shelter over to a new patch of fresh grass. And we do that throughout the whole growing season.
What are the benefits of moving the chickens and having them on pasture?
There are a bunch of benefits, and I don't try to make. I think there are differences in the quality and the health benefits. I think there are health benefits to keeping chickens on pasture. I try not to make claims about things I can't prove, but I can certainly see the difference in the chickens themselves. Right? They have, great mobility. They have, if you look at their gizzards are really well developed, so they're eating healthier food. They're not suffering from a lot of the illnesses that confinement chickens are often suffering from. So, and it's just kind of intuitive that chickens that move around, that are getting fresh air and, have bugs to chase and, are living like chickens are supposed to live, turn out to be better chickens, and they turn out to be better for us when we're eating that chicken as well.
Do your customers find a difference in the taste and flavor over conventional chicken?
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting. If I talk to customers who grew up in another part of the world where chickens are still raised outdoors, they come back and say, this reminds me of the chicken back home. It is kind of a traditional chicken. The interesting thing is it's not tough or anything like that, though. It just tastes better. Yeah.
Excellent. So now the chickens go out somewhere between week 2 and 3. Is that
right?
Correct? And then they live out on pasture. How long are they on the pasture? What goes on from there?
Yeah, so the chickens are out on pasture till they're about 8 weeks old. And then we take them to a butcher just about 12 minutes away from here. So it's nice and convenient. And that's where they're slaughtered and they're packed up. We pack them as either whole chickens or various chicken cuts. More often, the various cuts. That seems to be more popular with the majority of our customers.
Excellent.
And then we take them back and freeze them.
So you're taking them back here as fresh chicken or cuts, and then you're flash freezing it.
Right, we flash freeze them the day after they're packed up.
Okay. And that the day after is so that it has a chance to rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it gives it a little time for the lactic acid in the muscle to break down a little bit, and the muscle tissues tenderize a little.
Okay. And that gives a much better eating experience.
Yep.
Excellent. Do you offer any fresh chicken right off the farm, or is everything frozen?
No, we sell everything frozen.
Oh, excellent. And then, excellent.
So I guess we should just mention that all our chickens are fed certified organic feed, and that applies to our turkeys as well. We get that from a mill just a bit west of us. Yeah. And we really put some value in certified organic, just because it assures us that there's no pesticides or herbicides or GMOs or anything like that in the food. Yeah.
Excellent. That's great. And is your farm certified organic?
It is.
Through what organization?
Through NOFA, New York.
Through NOFA? Excellent. That's a great organization. Now, is there anything different with your turkey process than there is with the chickens?
Yeah, turkeys are, so you look at a turkey, you look at a chicken, and you think that one is just a big version of the other, but they're not. There are a lot of little peculiarities to turkeys that require us to treat them differently. So they actually stay in the brooder for a longer period. They need a little more care at the beginning. Once they're on pasture, they're just a lot, because they get so big, they're just a really robust animal. They need less protection from predators in general, especially once they get older. If we were to keep the chickens in some places, the hawks and the owls might get them, but the turkeys are much bigger than those things, so generally they don't get bothered. Yeah.
Excellent. And with turkey, are you doing just holiday birds, or do you do turkey throughout the year? Have other options?
Yeah, so we sell about a quarter of our turkeys for Thanksgiving holiday birds, and then the rest we sell turkey cuts. So we do some turkey breast tenderloins, ground turkey. We sell the most of that. We also have turkey wings and turkey drumsticks.
Excellent.
Turkey wings have become one of my favorites.
Okay.
Fry them up in some pork lard. Yeah.
That sounds excellent. Speaking of pork lard, do you have that available to go with the wings if people?
We do. Yeah,
we want to buy that.
Yep.
Excellent. So it sounds like you're raising your poultry very similar to how we did it at Westwind Acres. You have more options for purchasing it. We didn't do as many cuts. We didn't ever get into turkey cuts. So this is going to offer our customers a lot more options as they move over to your farm.
I think, yeah. I think there's a lot of nice overlap between the way our farms have worked. And of course, we've kind of run around in the same circle. I remember meeting you many years ago at one of the Green Up conferences in Albany, probably like 2013 or 14 or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And I guess we probably all know a lot of the same people in agriculture in our part of New York.
Yeah.